It's festival time. Today we're bringing you our choices for the best of the fest from not one but two food festivals in Disney World and Disneyland. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival is here, and California Adventure's Food and Wine Fest is going strong. We've checked out each and every dish at both festivals. You can check out reviews of all of them over at DisneyFoodBlog.com, but right now we're taking a look at the absolute must-get items, our favorite dishes, our best of the fest. So let's jump right into Epcot's Flower and Garden Festival first. If you're going to this year's festival and you want all the details about each and every food dish, plus info on all the extra events and tons of tips and planning advice, be sure to pick up our DFB guide to the Flower and Garden Festival. And don't forget, if you bundle a few guides over at dfbstore.com, you'll get a discount. But if you use code YouTube, you'll get a discount no matter what you get. We've got plenty of returning favorites this year. First up, that toasted pretzel bread topped with Black Forest ham and melted Gruyere cheese at Bauernmarkt. You know how we like our cheese, and once again, the toasted pretzel bread is at the top of our list for the third year in a row. Whether you've tried it before or this is your first time at the festival, this one is a must-get for sure. The grilled street corn on the cob with savory garlic spread over at Trowel and Trellis. You guys know we love us some street corn. This is grilled, topped with the most amazing buttery garlic spread. It's so good. It's a crowd pleaser. You're going to get your veggies in. Everybody's happy. Now, if you're going an even healthier route, you're going to want to try the fried cauliflower with capers, garlic, parsley, and chili ranch sauce at Taste of Marrakesh. Who knew veggies would be making such a huge appearance on our best of the fest list, right? This cauliflower is perfectly crispy fried, comes with a spicy remoulade-like dipping sauce, which is really my favorite part, and it's a delicious veggie option that even the kids are going to like. We hope. Fingers crossed. Heading over to Honey Bee-stro, that local Wildflower honey mascarpone cheesecake, served with orange blossom honey ice cream garnished with fennel pollen meringue kisses and petite lavender shoots. This one's super pretty, and it's just the right size dessert to follow up all the other things you're eating at Flower and Garden. This one's super yummy, light, refreshing. You're gonna like this one. Speaking of light and refreshing, the frozen desert violet lemonade has become iconic at the Flower and Garden Festival. You guys all know it. This one isn't too sweet or too floral, luckily. You know, we're not a big fan of strong floral or perfumey flavors in our drinks. But this gorgeous drink has been a DFB favorite for years. I know all of you guys like it. They have merchandise with it printed on it, so it's a very big deal. You gotta at least try it once. All right, going over to the Citrus Blossom Orange Bird is back, you guys, and the Orange Cream Shake is back as well. This one might be more about that amazingly adorable sipper cup rather than what comes in it, but that orange cream slushie is really good too. Note that it's super rich though, and it's a huge serving, so you should probably plan on sharing because it's real sweet. The Souvenir sipper causes some pretty long lines though, so if you want to pick one up, consider hitting the booth a little later in the day once the pandemonium dies down. If you're over 21, you can opt for an orange wine slushie as well. Okay, this year's fest also brought a lot of new items that we couldn't wait to try, and we're so glad that we did. First up, the pecan cake at Magnolia Terraces has maple whipped cream, and it is truly amazing. Magnolia Terrace is an all-new booth this year. While we were excited by a few of the other offerings of the festival preview, this pecan cake really won out for us. It's almost like a straight praline since it's so dense, but the cake texture makes it much more easy to eat. It's super sweet, but we loved it, and everyone else that tried it with us was wowed. Next, that mini funnel cake from the funnel cake stand in the America Pavilion. You guys, these are always good. They always do a good job with these every festival. And this one is another must get. It's a blueberry lemon combo, perfect for the spring, and the sweetness level is spot on. It's just the right size for one hungry dessert lover or to share if you're getting lots to try. Now, don't worry if you're not a huge lemon fan. The lemon ice cream is just tart enough, but there's lots of creaminess left. It's not puckery, but it's a really good lemon flavor. Next up, that bonbon chicken skewer at Lotus House over in the China Pavilion. Now, China brought back one of our favorites from last year, the braised beef shank, still great, but this year the bonbon chicken has beat it out for best at this booth for us. This is, at its simplest, just a chicken skewer, but that sesame and peanut sauce is to die for. So if you're a big sauce fan like us, you gotta get it. Next up, Refreshment port, the fried green tomatoes. Now, Refreshment Port was bringing its A game this year, you guys. We've got a couple on our Best of the Fest from there. But the fried green tomatoes with blue crab fennel salad, remoulade, and smoked paprika oil was so great. Now, we didn't get much of the paprika, but we still found this dish to be a delicious salty snack. The crab itself is the perfect texture and was complemented nicely by the crunch of those tomatoes, so we loved this one. And also at the Refreshment Port Popsicle Trio. This is definitely our Instagram Best of the Fest, and it's really, really pretty. Honeydew, raspberry mint, and coconut lime popsicle flavors. Teeny tiny popsicles, just as tasty as they are cute. But definitely tag team this one because they melt really, really fast in the Florida heat, and since we're just gonna get hotter, they're gonna melt faster. All right, let's go over to the France Pavilion to Fleur de Lis for the braised duck confit à la orange. The France booth is always a winner at nearly every festival. Everything here is delicious, from the onion tart, which is pretty similar to the tart of years past, to the dessert tart and eclair, which is totally shareable, by the way. And of course, that's Slush, which for this fest is vodka, Grey Goose, Saint Germain liqueur, white and red cranberry juices. But the real winner is the braised duck confit à la orange with mashed sweet potatoes. It was perfectly cooked with a rich flavor and textures. Now this next one you guys have to get. It's the Choriqueso Torta over at the Mexico booth. Now this is another one that's usually serving up some of the Best of the Fest items. This year it's going to be the Choriqueso, although everything here is good as well. So this is another one of our Best of the Fest full booths. Anyway, this Choriqueso is so delicious. It's like a sloppy joe with tons of Monterey Jack cheese, and it's chorizo sloppy joe, so there's so much flavor and a good amount of spiciness as well. It's the perfect balance of savory and spicy, and the creamy guac on top helped cool down the heat. I'd eat a giant one if I could. It was so good. Now let's head over to the Japan booth, Hanami. This is another one that has tons of great stuff and ranks as one of our best booths of the fest. But this particular dish, the salmon flour Ikura, is designed to look like a little flower pot. It's the cutest thing in the world, but it's also delicious. It's fresh cut salmon, salmon roe, spinach, and watermelon radish, and chilled ramen tossed with poke sauce. So if you're not a big fish fan, this one probably isn't for you. But if you do like sushi, definitely get it. For the kiddos or fish-averse, Hanami is still serving frushi, which is bite-sized portions of strawberry, pineapple, and cantaloupe, wrapped in sweet rice and pink soy wrap, served with whipped cream, drizzled berry sauce, and toasted coconut. So now there are a few more dishes that we absolutely loved. We've got full reviews of all the booths over at DisneyFoodblog.com. Don't forget to pick up your copy of the DFB Guide to the Flower and Garden Festival 2. It comes as a downloaded PDF, so you can keep it right on your phone or tablet for super easy access. Now, if you're on the West Coast, we're not leaving you guys out either. Here are a few of our top picks from this year's Food and Wine Festival in Disney California Adventure. As always, this festival is excellent. It's really, really good this year, you guys. If you happen to be on the left coast, make sure you get over there and try out this stuff. You're going to love it. First up, the Carbonara Garlic Mac and Cheese with Newski's Bacon at Garlic Kissed. So you know they always have a good mac and cheese every year at the Food and Wine Festival. Sometimes they even have two. And when the creamy mac and cheese was gone from this year's booth menu, we were a little worried since it was one of our favorites. But not to fear, this new mac is just as good, if not better. Super creamy mac, topped with a really flavorful crumble and some serious bacon. There's no bacon bits here. This is big old chunks of real Newski's thick, awesome bacon. So definitely get this one. You will not be sorry. That pepperoni pizza egg rolls back at California Craft Brews. Now, they are technically spring rolls, but I think Disney sort of interchanges the egg roll, spring roll situation. But they are spring rolls. So even if it says egg roll on your menu, it's a spring roll. Okay, enough about that? Okay. Anyway, this one's really, really good. It popped up last year and everybody went wild over it. Now they've got those pepperoni pizza spring rolls in Magic Kingdom as well. This is melty cheese, crispy shell, and super tasty pepperoni. Perfect pairing for all the beers at this booth as well. It's at California Craft Brews. Now, some people say it's a little bit too greasy. I've never met anything that's too greasy for me, so I love it. All right, now this one was kind of a surprise hit. The smoked bacon barbecue beef loco moco on rice at LA Style. This one's brand new this year. And there are so many fun textures here. You've got the egg, you've got the bacon. The beef is kind of like a hamburger patty, of course, because it's loco moco. You've got that rice and that amazing, amazing barbecue sauce that's just like the barbecue sauce my dad always makes for spare ribs and rice. He's always made this dish since I was a little girl, spare ribs and rice, and he puts this amazing barbecue sauce that he makes from scratch on it, and it's so good. And that's what this reminded me of. So you mix that up in the rice. Oh, it's really, really great. And that's why I love like all the textures that it's served with and you can create with this one. Asian style barbecue sauce was so delicious. Definitely grab this one. All right, the Fiscalini white cheddar lager soup served in a mini sourdough bowl at Nuts About Cheese. You guys know this is like the iconic dish for the Food and Wine Festival in DCA. It's amazing. It smells amazing. It tastes amazing. And honestly, anytime I can have a whole big thing of melted cheese in a piece of bread, I am there for it. This is what dreams are made of. Definitely get it. All right, also at Nuts About Cheese, the banoffee tart was here this year. This is like a thick banana pudding tossed with a banana cream pie and then add caramel and then add more yum to it. It was light, but it was so flavorful and delicious, and it was actually pretty rich for a light dessert like this. So lots of contrasts going on here, but you will not be sorry if you get it unless you hate banana. Don't get it if you hate banana, but if you're cool with banana, you're definitely going to want to get this. Over at Off the Cob, this was a great booth as well. The Farmstand Punch was a super winner for us, though. It's super simple. The orange, pineapple juice, peach, and grenadine, similar to Pog juice, totally light and refreshing. Beautiful kind of sunset layering going on in this one. And it's non-alcoholic, so your kids are going to love it. Now, I wish that they had a version that they added rum to. They do have an alcoholic drink at this booth that's really good, too. But anyway, the Farmstand Punch, grab it. And this is our winner chicken dinner of the festival, you guys. The caramel peanut milk chocolate macaron at Off the Cob. It's brand new this year. It's Mickey shaped. It tastes like a Snickers bar. This one is a caramel peanut milk chocolate filling in that milk chocolate macaron. It's got a hard chocolate shell on it. And honestly, it tastes just like it tastes even better than a Snickers. So if you like that sort of candy bar, you're going to love this dish. And it's huge, so it's definitely big enough for sharing. But I can't go without telling you about this one, the Pabana Cream Puff with mango, passion fruit, and banana mousse. This one's at the brand new booth, one in a melon. There's lots of tropical flavor going on here. The textures were absolutely delicious. That cream puff was sort of crispy on the outside, super soft on the inside, and there was lots of that really powerfully tropically flavored cream on the inside. We loved it. This one is definitely more than it looks like and more than it's cracked up to be. There's a lot of flavor in this one. So if you like that, I'm sitting on a tropical beach under a palm tree having an amazing dessert kind of feeling, then you're going to like this one. So there we go, everybody. Our best of the fest for Flower and Garden Festival in Walt Disney World and the DCA Food and Wine Festival in Disneyland. Let us know your favorites. We can't wait to hear from you. Leave your comments below with the things you want to try at these festivals this year. And don't forget, head over to dfbstore.com where you can pick up a DFB guide to the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. We have a whole guide just for this festival with all the menus, all the details you need. And you can pick that up with code YouTube for a discount over at dfbstore.com. Thanks for listening, you guys. Thanks for watching. This is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.